Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1969 Seattle Pilots What If scenario. Today's matchup features the Seattle Pilots versus the Chicago White Sox at Comiskey Park. On the mound for the Pilots today is Gene Brabender, whose record is 3-0 with a 1.84 ERA. And pitching for the White Sox today is Paul Edmondson, whose record is 2-3 with a 3.46 ERA. And so we lost a tight one yesterday, 3-2. And now that we've lost 3 in a row, we see that our monthly record is down to 7-5. And if you watched the 1983 Detroit Tigers season replay that concluded before I started this series, you may remember that in the month of April, in that sim, whatever our record was, the month of May, it was the exact opposite. So if we were 15-12, then the month of May was 12-15. And that's the way the game went throughout the season. Every other month was the exact opposite of what we just concluded. So I wonder if that is going to happen here. If we're going to finish the month of May at 12-15. I guess it remains to be seen, but we are not playing well, and we have another tough one today as we face the White Sox to wrap up the series before we go home and face the Cleveland Indians. So let's go ahead and get started with today's game. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel. Let's see what we've got going on here with Gene Brabender on the mound. He's been good for us. I think he got battered around a little bit the last time we saw him. All of the bullpen is available except for Jerry Stevenson, who pitched 3 innings in relief yesterday. He's already pitched 32 innings all in relief this year. Okay, and then we have our lineup for today's game versus Paul Edmondson. We're going to do I was going to say we're going to do a deep dive on him, but you can't go too deep on Paul Edmondson. I'll tell you why if you don't already know. We'll mention that momentarily. We kind of juggled the lineup a little bit here. As you can see, Gary Sutherland, who's been a nice surprise, we move him into the number 2 spot, and we are giving Ray Oyler a chance to play today at second base. So as we move Van Kelly over to third and give Rich Rollins, I think maybe only his second day off all season. So, okay, let's go ahead and do the official lineup rundown for the Seattle Pilots. Batting leadoff in right field is Tommie Harper. Batting second, playing shortstop, is Gary Sutherland. Batting third in left field is Mike Hegan. Batting cleanup, playing first base, is Deron Johnson. Batting fifth, playing center field, is Tommie Agee. Catching today and batting sixth is Jerry McNertney. Batting seventh at third base is Van Kelly. Batting eighth at second base is Ray Oyler. And batting ninth and pitching is Gene Brabender. Okay, Paul Edmondson. As you can see here in our game, he is a rookie, and that's because in real life in 1969, that was his rookie year for the White Sox as well. He went 1-6 with a 3.70 ERA in 13 games started. He was slated to be in the rotation for the 1970 season, but one day after his 27th birthday, he was taking his girlfriend back to school at Cal Poly on a rainy afternoon, and his car skidded into oncoming traffic and killed him and his girlfriend. They were both killed instantly at the scene, and that was all there was to say about Paul Edmondson. So he was killed one day after his 27th birthday, one day before Valentine's Day, for that matter. So Not much else to say about Paul Edmondson, but he was supposed to be in the rotation for 1970. So you can see here he's making his 10th start, 2-3 with a 3.46 ERA, more walks than strikeouts. Opponents are batting .206 against him. He does have a complete game. His fastball tops out at 94 miles an hour, rated a 94. He does have a really good screwball as well, which is rated an 88. Overall, an 86. The 26-year-old rookie in this game will go to arbitration in 1971. So now, one of the things you can do in this game, I've never considered this, and I don't know if any of you fellow players out there have ever done this, but you can go into edit player. I don't think it'll let me do it here, because we're in the middle of a game. But you can actually go in and choose the death date for players. And I don't know any other advantage to that. If I were to go in after this game and change Paul Edmondson to passing away in the offseason before spring training, would he die in the game? Does he retire? I wonder what happens. I almost want to find out, but I also have always kind of felt like the injuries that we suffer in these games, they probably should also have an injury where someone dies. I mean, it's pretty grim. But, I mean, for the sake of realism, how many cracked vertebrae happen in this game? A lot. So, maybe someone dying isn't that far-fetched. I don't know. Look, take a look at the defense. Of course, they got Woodie held at short, and the catcher, Pavletich, both well below average defensively. Here we go. Tommie Harper leading off the ball game versus Paul Edmondson. Striking out, swinging on that screwball for out number 1. That'll bring up Gary Sutherland. Sutherland, ground ball up the middle, snagged by Woodie, held for out number 2. That will bring up Mike Hegan in the number 3 spot today, and he walks. So we have our first base runner, and Deron Johnson up. Johnson had a sac fly RBI, but otherwise blew it in just about every spot where there were people on base that needed to be driven in yesterday's game. He gets an infield single here, so he reaches base at least. That will bring up Tommie Agee, maybe our best hitter in the moment. He walks, so the bases will be loaded for McNertney, who does still lead the team in RBI. He has 20. Let's see if he can come through. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Here's McNertney, 2-1 count. And a base hit into right field. Johnson stops at second base. Maybe a good move. Walt Williams has a great arm out there. I don't think Deron Johnson probably would have scored, even if he were running on that play. So I don't have a problem with that. Wait, it says 13 feet. That would be right about here. I don't know. Glitches, all kinds of glitches. Bases loaded now for Van Kelly. Not as high hopes for him. He is batting .261 versus righties. 1-1 count to Kelly. He hits a high, deep fly ball to center field, falling just shy of the warning track. And the Pilots have a 1-0 early lead. Let's go ahead and take a look at the White Sox lineup for today. A little bit different than yesterday. Batting leadoff at first base is Bob Spence. Batting second in left field is Carlos May. Batting third in center field is Mack Jones. Batting cleanup, playing shortstop is Woodie Held. Batting fifth and catching is Don Pavletich. Batting sixth, playing third base is Dick Kenworthy. Batting seventh at second base is Ron Hansen. Batting eighth in right field is Walt Williams, and the pitcher, Paul Edmondson, batting ninth. Okay, let's take a look at Mean Gene Brabender. Let's look at his log first and foremost. Okay, yeah, I guess he did not get beat up last time. In fact, the only bad game he had was against California, where he gave up 5 runs, but all were unearned. Otherwise, he has not given up more than 3 runs in any ball game. He's 3-0 on the season with a 1.84 ERA, 35K in 49 innings pitched. Look at the opponent's batting average, 169. He does not have a fastball. Oh, I guess he does. The two-seamer is technically a fastball. Slider is his best pitch, rated at 90. A sinker at 82. Overall, rated at 83. The 27-year-old righty goes to arbitration at the end of the season, and we will probably pay him. Okay, there's the defense. We are as sucky as they were yesterday up the middle, as we have players playing out of position. And, of course, we're actually all 3 of our I'm sorry, not all 3, but 3 of our 4 infield positions are all below 80. And, of course, we have Harper out there. So this could be bad. We'll see here as Bob Spence leads off. Base hit to left field. Oh, boy. Spence on first. Nobody out. That'll bring up Carlos May. May batting 306 versus righties. And a ground ball to short. Can we turn 2? Oyler gets the lead runner. Actually, that was Sutherland at short. Oyler's at second today. They should be switched defensively. I'm not sure why I don't have them in the right position, but we will fix that at the bottom of the inning, at the top of the next inning. Here we go. Runner on first, 1 down. Mack Jones. A base hit to right. First and third, 1 out. Woodie holds up. We're going to play back for a double play possibility. Woodie Held's a 181 hitter. Full count. And a ground ball to short. Let's turn 2. Yes! I started saying yes before I had the result, but it was kind of wishful thinking. It is a 6-4-3 double play. And let's fix my issue here. Oh, we're batting. I'm an idiot. Okay, Ray Oyler's up. Does not have a hit versus righties. Fly ball into left field. A can of corn. There's 1 out. Here's Brabender. He has yet to get a hit this season. Slow roller to Held at short. And there is out number 2. Back to the top of the lineup with Tommie Harper. Harper batting 272 with 4 home runs, and he walks. 3rd walk issued by Edmondson. With 2 down, we have to send him. It's 80% chance of success, which means like 15%, really. Right down the middle. Oh, he does steal second base, so Harper feeling himself. He's 10 for 19 now. Yeah, that's not great. But we do have a runner in scoring position for Gary Sutherland. Sutherland's got an 0-1 count. Now it's full, and he walks. So Edmondson not looking sharp. First and second, 2 down. Here's Mike Hegan. We need a big hit. Where's our clutchness? As he flips it to left center field, tracked down by the left fielder, Carlos May. We go to the bottom of the second. Now we'll get our defense right. Why don't you guys just switch positions? Casually, I mentioned. That seems much better. We'll find out. Here we go. Don Pavletich starting off the inning. 295 hitter, 2 home runs. Is that a line drive or an infield single? Yeah, that's an infield single. The second one already today. That's going to bring up Dick Kenworthy, getting a spot start today at third. He's 2 for 24 on the year, batting 111 versus righties. And he goes deep. Naturally, he goes deep. 2-1. And a walk. And a base hit into center field. Yep. The moguling is on now. I think it was Freddie that mentioned yesterday that he uses the term moguling to describe his personal life when things are going bad. I am also going through a personal moguling right now, which is not really anything too bad. Here's the pitcher. Pull the infield in. 1-2 count. Comebacker. And the run scores, of course. I woke up today and decided to sell my car. I posted it on Facebook, and within 10 minutes it sold. And I really I don't have a plan to get another car necessarily. So I had to Uber home. I'm the kind of guy that does things on a whim like that, but maybe I should have thought that through. That'll do it. So a shitty inning from Brabender, and it's 3-1. We're on our way to our 4th straight loss. If Johnson gets a base hit into right, if Edmondson can throw 4 walks and still win this ball game, there's not much we can do. Tommie Agee lines to left. McNertney gets a base hit. Will Johnson go to third? He does. So now it's 1st and 3rd. We're going to try what they did. We're going to do a suicide squeeze with Van Kelly. Only an average bunter. Certainly better than the pitcher who just bunted to knock in a run. So if it works for them, in theory, it should work for us. 0-1 count. And there's a ground ball to third. Johnson comes home and scores. So, I mean, if that kind of thing happens twice in one game, that's how you know the game is not very realistic. That would just not happen. Ray Oyler. Sharply hit ground ball to third. That's maybe the hardest ball he's hit all year. We get one of the runs back. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Brabender has not struck out anybody yet as Mack Jones leads off the inning with a ground ball to second. That is Sutherland over there now. And Sutherland's defensive rating has gone down 1 point since his start at second yesterday, right? 1 out. Woodie held, ground ball to first. 2 quick outs here for Brabender. I can't imagine he's going to give up another run this game. If 3 is the most he's given up in any game this year. Kenworthy comes in batting 111, and now he's got 2. He's 2 for 2 today with a home run and a single. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's all coming apart. Yep, another fly ball finds a hole. So we're just trying to get this game over with now. It's another walk. And there's his first strikeout. So the White Sox get a run back. It's 4-2. Here's Brabender. Ground ball to second. Tommie Harper, 1-2 count. So yeah, essentially I mogulled myself this morning. And I guess as Sutherland reaches second on a throwing error by Pavletich. So yeah, now if that happened to them, we'd be dropping in fly balls into right center field. Here, we just fly out. So we are definitely on the verge of giving back our nice lead. After this game, we will be below. We'll have given up more runs than we've scored this season after today. There's the second K for Brabender. Top of the 5th, Deron Johnson. Johnson's having a game. He's 3 for 3. All 3 singles. He can't get to second base. We need somebody to run into one. That's just not our game, though, unfortunately. As Agee beats out a potential double play. We'll try to steal second. May as well try to be aggressive here. Agee's got a 92 speed, but yet only a 78% chance of stealing second. Yeah, a 93 mile an hour fastball in the dirt, and he's thrown out. So we've had two infield singles, multiple walks, and fly balls dropping in out of the sky. And we're down 42 going into the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's Woodie held. So this is the game where Brabender gets his ERA back to a 3+. Oh, it's a stolen base on a 70 speed. Ground ball to third. We're just pushing buttons. Kenworthy, 2 for 2 today with a home run. Finally, we get him out with a ground ball to short. And then Hansen will fly out to deep center field. Wow, right to the wall. Top of the 6th. Van Kelly. Striking out. Ray Oyler. Ray Oyler down to a 100 batting average. Why can't he have a Kenworthy game? I guess we'll let Brabender bat again. Why not? How he walks. This game is so stupid. And then he strikes out. He walks the pitcher and strikes out Harper. Ground ball to second from Walt Williams. 1 out. Brabender strikes out Edmondson. And Pence hits a fly ball to center. Is that going to fall in? Nope, it will be caught. We're going to the top of the 7th. Ken Berry coming in defensively. Taking over for Carlos May in left field. Here's Gary Sutherland. He's 0 for 2 today with a walk. Let's make it 2. 6 walks for Edmondson. Unbelievable. Mike Hegan strikes out looking. Deron Johnson walks. 7 walks, 113 pitches. His endurance is 87, so he could probably go. I mean, he will go 140 anyway. I'm just saying that he could go 140. Agee with a base hit. Will Sutherland score? No, because it's 11 feet away. Yeah, 12 feet. Yeah, this game, god damn, it sucks so bad. Let's see if we can't get a sac fly. It'll probably be a double play. Full count. Oh, but he does hit it pretty deep. That should be deep enough for Sutherland to score and Johnson to take third. 90% chance. He's safe. Who knows? Maybe there'll be a pass ball. Maybe there'll be a wild pitch. Maybe there'll be a balk. 4-3 now. McNertney, another RBI. Good job by him. And Van Kelly gaps it. That'll give us the lead. It's off the wall. Agee scores from first. And the Pilates take the lead. Van Kelly, his 4th double of the season, makes the score 5-4. Ray Oyler, if you're ever going to do something, Ray, don't cross the streams, Ray. Ground ball to third, and that'll do it. Okay, so Brabender kind of got a new lease on life here. And we have the lead. Harper's going to bat. I don't want to take him out yet. And we do have the pitcher batting next inning. So we do need to try to let Brabender pitch another. But he's on a very short leash. Ken Berry pinch, coming in defensively, first at bat. And he grounds out to first. There's one down. Here's a return of the Mack. Jones, under 200 batting average. Popping it up on the infield. Carrying to shallow center for out number 2. And Woodie held a 187 hitter versus righty walk. So that'll do it. Oh no, we gotta try to get one more, don't we? So we're gonna guard the lines. Finally, I get to choose something to do. And a fly ball to center field. Should end the inning. Yes. Wow, Brabender, good job hanging in there. We're going to go ahead and take him out of the ball game here for a pinch hitter. Who hits versus righties? Rich Rollins, but it's his day off. So we're going to bring in Wayne Comer. Fountains of Wayne. Full count. Edmondson tired, and he walks his 8th batter. And you know what? That's not enough. They're going to keep him in there. Let's hit and run. Tommie Harper, who is 0 for 3 today with a walk and 2 Ks. Oh no, 0-2 count. Strike him out, and he is safe at second. Oh man, that is Comer's 3rd stolen base. Should call him Wayne Coma, because he lured them right into a nap and stole second base on him. All right, so base runner on second for Gary Sutherland. He's walked twice today. Ground ball to third. That's going to keep Comer at second. And leave it up to Mike Hegan. I called it 140 pitches. Here's Hegan, full count. Fly ball into left field. Come on, fall in. Shoot. Shooty Bebbit. Okay, so we are going to use on defense Wayne Comer. He's going to go in there for Tommie Harper. This will make sure, yeah, that's much improved defensively. Tommie Harper, though, 1,000 percentage in right field. So it is time for your friend and mine, Diego Agee. Here's Agee, 18th appearance, 2-0, 4.15 ERA, 18 Ks in 21 2/3 innings pitched. Opponents are betting 244 against him. Forkball, that is the only good pitch he has. Fastball, below average. 31-year-old righty. Free agency in 71. And Dick Kenworthy will lead off. It's the bottom of the lineup. Kenworthy, Hansen, and Williams. Kenworthy strikes out on a forkball. He forked him over. 1 out. Here's Ron Hansen. Hansen ground ball to short. Oh no, you son of a bitch, Oyler. Damn it. Why do we have him on the team? There's no reason to have this guy, right? I mean, if somebody can give me one reason not to cut him after this game. He's 3 for 31 with a 416 OPS. He does have a home run. And he's got 5 errors at shortstop with an 872 fielding percentage. Walt Williams, we got to guard the lines. I don't suspect he'll bunt. But Hansen steals second with a 70 speed. His first stolen base on the season. His first stolen base in 5 years. God, this game blows. And there's nothing we can do. I can't pull the outfield in anymore. So, I guess we have to intentionally walk Williams to get to the pitcher and set up the double play. It's going to be a lefty, Gale Hopkins, who's batting 100 on the year. Setting up a double play. He's got 66 speed. A base hit ties the game. A comebacker to Agee, and he gets the force at second. 2 down, runners on first and third, and Bob Spence up. Spence, what does he bat versus lefties? 111. Which one of my terrible lefties get lefties out? Oh, Ron Locke. It is time to lock it down with Ron Locke. As you can see here, he does walk peeps, but opponents are batting 115 that are left-handed batters. And, whoops, there we go. And he's having a good year. I don't like the walk to strikeout ratio. But he has been dependable. Now, if we are destined to lose this game, there's going to be a wild pitch right now. Or a pass ball. So we'll see. Here we go. First pitch. Line drive to right! And that's going to tie it up. So that's the ball game. We just got to get it over with now. Yep, there we go. There we go. It's 7-5. Let's keep it going. Just wasn't meant to be. Top of the 9th inning. Bob Locker coming in. He's locking it down too. Obviously, Deron Johnson will strike out. A base hit by Tommie Agee. McNertney. Base hit up the middle. This is the game going tickle, 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 tickle to your undercarriage. This is not a real threat. Let's see here. I guess we could bring in Danny Walton. We do know he's got power. So does Don Bosch. He's a switch hitter. Okay, we're going to bring in Bosch here. Man, we've given up a lot of runs in the last 4 games. Full count. And a walk. Oh, to get to Ray Oyler! You son of a bitch, Ray. Now we are bringing in Danny Walton. I don't care if we got to play Merritt Renew at second base. I'm never going to play Ray Oyler again. Bases loaded. 1 out. Danny Walton at the plate. On base hit him. Maybe tie it. Full count. Oh, he hits him in the gut. And, yeah, this is not actually going to play out the way we want it to. We're going to go for a sac fly. And we've got McNertney. Do any of these guys have any speed? Boca Bella. 72. 74. 74. And what is McNertney? 70. Okay. Well, we're going to bring in Merritt Renew as a pinch runner. He's only slightly faster than McNertney, but he's the fastest guy on the bench. Sac fly, maybe here from Wayne Comer to tie the ball game. Nope. That's going to be out number 2, and that's really essentially the ball game right there. Now we've got to bring in Rich Rollins. Not that it matters. Full count. Oh, he walks in the tying run. Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, come on, man. I mean, I should be happy, but this is just so stupid. Full count, walk another one. I have no idea about our defense right now. We're going to have to get very creative. Okay, our outfield is fine. Oh my gosh, we have no infield. Okay, so we have Rich Rollins. Rollins can play third. All right, there's Bosch. Who's going to play short? We don't have anybody to play short. Okay, if we're going to have a deficiency, it should be at first. Okay, Mike Hegan. No. So we're going to move Hegan to first because he is very good defensively, and that'll help our infield with whomever we have to puke up at second. Deron Johnson will go to left. No, Don Bosch will go to left. Catcher will be Merritt Renew. He can hit first. Sutherland will play short. Rollins is at third. And Danny Walton, never before in his entire career played second base. But it's Walton or Deron Johnson or Boca Bella. But we need to keep somebody on the bench. So, Deron Johnson, 59 rating. I'm putting too much thought into it. 55. Okay, so we're going to put Deron Johnson at second base. And Walton is the odd man out. Okay. All right. And, oh, yeah, we need a pitcher. So that's going to be Mike Marshall coming into the game. Let's look at this defense. Oh, wait. Wait, what? Wait. Isn't Rollins at third? What's going on here? Rollins is at third. Sutherland's at short. Yeah, okay. There we go. Yeah, we're bad up the middle. But, I mean, this is, what are we going to do? Here we go. Ground ball to short. Oh! Family programming. Well, I don't know what else to do. He's a shortstop. He's not a highly rated shortstop. And a walk. Oh, no. There's a ground ball to first. Can we turn two with the catcher running? Thank you! 3-6-1. Okay. Good hustle by Mike Marshall getting over to first. Here we go. Ron Hansen. Ground ball to first. I'm glad we have a good first baseman in there. That's all I can say. We go to the top of the 10th inning, folks. I almost had an aneurysm. And I would have had no way to get to the hospital if I don't have a car. Don Eddy. Coming into the ball game. He's a left-hander. See his rookie card from 1972. Things are happening here. Numbers and such. Mike Hegan, lefty on lefty. Oh, they're going to walk him. There we go. Here's Deron Johnson, all-star second baseman. 0-1 count. Come on, where is this guy's power? He's got a 90 power. I got duped on that trade, didn't I? Okay, runner at first. Let's try to hit and run here. Agee, not a good hit and run guy. In fact, he strikes out a lot. 0-2 count. Yep, strike him out, throw him out. Oh, Hegan makes it into second. The second stolen base on the season. And that's going to leave it up to Merritt Renew to untie the ball game. We have good speed at second. Here we go, full count. Lefty on lefty. Get off the wall. Yeah, there we go, Renew. A double. And the Pilots take the lead. 8-7, Renew. His first double as a Pilot. And now we've got Don Bosch up there. He clobbers lefties, batting .400. Ground ball to third. Play at first for out number 3. We're going to the bottom of the 10th inning. The pitcher was up next, too. I'm surprised that they didn't walk Bosch to get to the pitcher to kind of force my hand. Instead, we're going to send Mike Marshall back out there. He's got 8, 9, and 1 due up. Here we go. Popping it up on the infield. That feels like an error. Yep, it was. That was like a guaranteed error. This time on McNertney. We got to guard the lines. Williams is probably going to steal. Pete Ward batting .167 he's a pinch hitter in this game, batting .167 versus righties. 2-2 count. And Marshall strikes him out. Okay. Now, what's our catcher's arm? He's good, right? Oh, that error was on Renew. I was thinking in my head it was frickin' McNertney, but it's not. So his arm is an 82. Fielding. Oh yeah, his fielding is horrible. 68. Man, this is a tough game. All right, well, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Here's Bob Spence and a wild pitch. Oh, he's caught stealing second base. I hope Sutherland was the one that dropped the tag, and we are down to the final out. Here's Bob Spence with a 1-0 count. It's now 3-0. And he walks him. Throw it over the frickin' plate, Marshall. Ken Berry. Ground ball up the middle. Come on, Sutherland. There we go. The Pilots break their losing streak. They win 8-7. Handshakes, butt slaps, slap mistakes. Oh my gosh. I just can't handle it sometimes. Oakland wins as well, so we are still a game back. And for those in the contest, we'll take a look at the Padres. Still stuck at 10 games. League leaders. Oh, not league leaders. God, my brain is fried today. Here is the Brainiac Baseball Daily Beat, 4 RBI for Ed Brinkman in a 10-6 win. It's all about Eddie Brinkman. He had a home run. Frank Howard and Sam Bowens had good games. This team has a really great lineup. When we get to face them, they're going to be formidable. Let's take a look at transactions. People are retiring left and right. First of all, Fred Talbot is going to miss a month for the Yankees. And we got Dick Stewart, Dr. Strangeglove. Somehow, forcibly retired. Look at his fielding. Look at the errors this guy used to make at first base. 29 errors at first base. And Garland Shiflett retires. Let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and or subscribe to the channel. Today was a crazy day. And that was a crazy ball game. Look at Gary Sutherland. Shortstop, second base, third base, shortstop. He almost should get the player of the game, but he made an error. You'll never see Ray Oyler again. We're going to put him in a steel drum and ship him to China. God, player of the game. It's going to be Jerry McNertney. 3 for 4, 2 RBI. Van Kelly had 3 RBI, though. This has got to be an error. The pinch hit listed twice. Brabender hung in there. He was almost going to get the win until that error caused those 3 unearned runs. Mike Marshall gets the win, though, in relief. He's 2-0. Don Eddy takes a loss. He is 0-2. All right, guys, we're going to come back tomorrow with the first game of a 4-game series versus the Indians at home. Until then, everyone, have a great day.